Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. Today I'm going to sound a lot different and obviously my computer is going to be different. I am on my laptop today and the reason I am is I am currently on vacation. So the next couple of videos will be done from this computer. The reason why is because I am on summer break and I've been on break for, by the time you see this video, I've been on break for about a month and I have another 2 months to go before I'm back at my main computer. Now we pre-recorded a bunch of videos. Obviously, I didn't pre-record enough, so I'm now going to catch up and try to do some videos through my laptop. So today we are going to do something that we did on Windows back in 2020, and we're going to go ahead and do it here on Mac in 2022, which is creating a Spigot debug server inside of Intellij, our coding software that I like using, at least for coding Spigot plugins and stuff. So if you want the Windows tutorial, I'll leave it over here. It's pretty much the same steps. There's a few differences in terms of getting just the work environment set up. So let's go ahead and get started. So things that we're going to have here, I have my desktop Spigot servers folder. This is going to be where my Spigot server is located. And I already have the server.jar file. It's just a paper Spigot 1.8 jar. And then inside of here, you can make this yourself if you want. I'll also include the text that I have here down in the description below. But inside my start.command, this is just a terminal type of shell script. Now on Windows, you have a start.bat file that runs it or a script that runs it. It's the same thing here for Mac, but in here you have, it will get into, so this line just means it will get into this folder, whatever directory this is currently, and it's going to run the Java program with, I set it to 5 gigs of memory here, you can set it to whatever you want, -jar, the name of the server, so server.jar, just like that. So obviously this is like your start.bat for Windows, but this one is for Mac. The text of this, again, is in the description. Before we set up inside of Intellij, we're going to run this once to get our default files. So if we double click that start.command file, it should go ahead and pop up and say, hey, you are going to download stuff. It's going to load all the files. Then it's going to be like, you need to accept their EULA files. So you can see it is completed and the command has stopped. So unlike on Windows where you need to put @pause to keep the window from closing, by default Mac will keep the window open after it has successfully been created. So we're going to go into our lula.txt and we're going to just go ahead and change this to true, save the file, and then go ahead and start up that start.command once again. Let it load all the libraries. This time you should get your plugins folder, you should have your server.properties. There is all of the files we need. Is generating the world files there as well. You may hear my laptop heating up. I do apologize for that. So there we go. It is started. And then we're just going to go ahead and stop the server because remember, we're not going to be using the script itself to run the server through Intellij. There we go. There is our Spigot server. We have it set up. We got the plugins, we got the world files, etc. Inside plugins obviously is blank. All right, let's go ahead and open up our Intellij here, and you can see I'm inside of Fate UHC, which is what I've been working on for the past couple of days. So there's a few things we're going to need. I already have it set up here, but we're going to go ahead and create a new configuration. But the first thing that I do is I go to File, I go to Project Structure, I go to Artifacts. And then you're going to create a new artifact, whatever you have set up. You can also use Maven for this if you want, but I use the artifacts just to keep it easy. And you can see I have all of my default ones, but what we're going to do is I'm going to copy to this one. So this is my direct Mac artifact that I set up earlier. It has the exact same exports as my normal jar, but the output directory is directly into wherever the plugins folder is. So what if I wanted to do a new one? I just press copy, and then I would do whatever I want, direct map to. If you don't have an artifact already, just go ahead and press the plus button here, and go down to jar, and then from modules with dependencies. If you click that, click OK, it will create this, and just remove any dependencies you don't need until you have your list of the ones you want. And once you have that, it will look like this, and then where you see output directory, this is where you're going to navigate to your desktop, whatever folder. For me it's Spigot servers, and then plugins, because this is where it's going to export the plugins. Press OK, select OK, you are good. Now you're going to go up to where it says Mac, or it should say edit configuration or no configuration up here. I have one by default. So I'm going to remove my existing one, so I don't need to, I can start fresh with you all. Once you are here, it's going to say none are added. We're going to press add a new configuration. We are going to scroll down till you find jar application. There it is. And you can name this like local Mac or local machine, something like that. The path to jar is going to be the path to your spigot.jar file. So you're going to navigate to wherever it is. For me, it's desktop, Spigot servers, and then the server.jar. Just go ahead and press open there. Perfect. So now we have that. And the working directory is going to be that same location, but without the server.jar part. So it's just going to be wherever your desktop is into that environment. The reason you do that is so all of the Spigot files don't be created in your project folder. That is going to be where it is. And then you scroll down to where it says before launch, press add, press build artifacts, and select the one that you created. For me, it's direct Mac, because that goes into that plugin folder. Press apply, press OK. Once you are good, you press this green debug button, and it will open up on the bottom. And if everything has gone correctly, you should see loading libraries. Please wait. And then it goes ahead and loads the server right there locally within Intellij, which is awesome. You can see it is loaded up successfully, and it's going to do Fate UHC's generation because the plugin has been inserted into the plugins folder automatically every time that you run the debug, which is awesome. And then obviously with this, if you change something small, you can press this green button build project here, and if it can, it will hot swap the jar out, so all those changes are done instantly. You don't have to restart the server. If you do need to restart the server, it will tell you that that you actually need to restart something, but by default you should be able, most changes, to not do that. Ignore all those errors. That's MongoDB because of Fate UHC not being connected, but you have your server running, and you can click this red button up here to stop it, and obviously you can scroll through the console and everything just like a normal Spigot server. So there we go, we have set it up. Hopefully this did help you if you use a Mac and you think it's a little bit more difficult. It's pretty not. It's exactly the same steps pretty much, just with the start.bat being a little bit different on Mac. But hopefully this did help you. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies if the audio is bad or anything. I did my best to make it as clear as possible, but obviously it could be pretty bad. I don't know until editing. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.